Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to my stream. I'm Glitched Rune. You just call me Rune. For some reason, my overlay is messed up. That's fun. Let's do a quick debugging here. Today, we're just gonna do a casual just chatting. I'll probably jump into maybe working on a game design doc for my V2 fighting game idea. So look forward to that. I'll sort of walk through how to do it, or how one might do it, I guess. But yeah, we're just gonna be doing that today. Let's see. Sorry, I'm gonna see if I can fix this overlay quickly while we're here. I just set all this stuff up, so I don't know why it's busted. Properties. Here, we'll just do something that might be cheating, I don't know. Media source. Just chatting. UI. I'm always scared when I open documents, like my file system, because I don't really want to show my file system. Just in case there might be, you know, some private data on there. Okay. Now we just gotta reorder this. Bam, easy. There we go. Now we got the UI. Oh, it's gone again. What is happening? I know what's happening. I'm just bad. There we go. That's strange. Don't worry. I can figure it out. I promise. It won't take me like 20 tries to figure it out. It's the loop. The loop got me. Okay, there we go. Well, yeah, as I said, welcome in. I'm just gonna be doing some chatting and maybe look at some game dev stuff. I don't even know what... my day was pretty good. I just worked. That's pretty much it. I'm a software developer, so... basically sat in... I didn't do much developing today, actually. I just sat in a boardroom listening to people tell me their ideas, I guess. Because... yeah, I mean, software development is... there's a lot of different... I mean, it's not really fun. I mean, luckily I have a laptop, so I'm basically sitting in the boardroom just with my laptop, just looking up random stuff, pretty much, while I'm talking with people. But yeah, software development sort of has like, I don't know, two separate like fields per se. There's like the consulting, and then there's like creating your own software. This is my second job. My first job was... this job is consulting, while my last job was more of we were creating our own software. So with that job, you're pretty much always coding because your company dictates what you actually are making. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, you finished this thing, now go work on this. Because all the bosses are planning out all the tasks. Whereas a consultant, you're kind of working about maybe... you're actually coding maybe about a third of the time, I would say. Yeah, most of the time you're sitting in a boardroom listening to or talking to the client and then showing off what you've done to the client. And then there's a lot of downtime because you're kind of just waiting for the client to tell you what to do next are to approve ACs, which are acceptance criteria, which is basically like a list of what all, I don't know, about everything that they're wanting in the specific thing you're working on. So those are ACs. You pretty much are waiting for those. When those come across your board, then that's when you get like with your team and start talking about the actual, actually working on how to actually implement it. So the fun stuff. Yeah, it's not that bad compared to my last job was terrible. I hated my last job. It was just a terrible company. I worked there for 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. I got out of college and immediately started working. Well, actually, I got out of college, waited 6 months, did nothing for that 6 months, and then found a job. Yeah. Mainly played video games. That job wasn't all that fun. It was a small company. Like, my current company is pretty small, but that job was like 11 people in total. The supervisors were pretty much, it was, yes, this current company is small but awesome. My last job was not small but awesome. They were small but terrible. There was pretty much a huge like gap in like the amount of years that someone's been working at that company. So there's a lot of turnover for all the new people. Basically, if you made it past 5-6 years, you're pretty much stuck at that company. I don't know, maybe it's some brainwashing thing. I don't know. Ow. How dare you? Yeah, maybe it's some brainwashing thing. I don't know. I only lasted there for 4.5 years before I left. So I didn't hit that 5-year mark or 6-year mark or whatever. But by the time I left, 4.5 years, I was part of the upper side of the veteran status of that company. I was like the 6th oldest person that's been there, or the 6th longest running person that was there, which is kind of sad. There was a lot of weird stuff that happened in that job. When I left, all the previous, I don't know, about the people who started about the same time as me were all looking for new jobs. And like when they let the boss know, like things went down, like downhill fast. The first guy, he went into the office of, basically, so how this whole company worked, my boss basically just was stationed in the, hey Jace, you can calm down, okay? My boss was basically stationed in the conference room, which was a glass conference room in the center of the building. And so whenever you had to go talk to the boss, you had to go to the center conference room. It was really weird, really awkward, I guess. But he went in there. He went in there for his, like, he was gonna basically give him like, hey, I got this job, I got this job offer. I'm looking for a raise, sort of thing. And he went in there and like told him that, and my boss was, he goes, yeah, I don't believe you. And the guy was just like, what? What do you mean you don't believe me? He's like, yeah, I don't believe you. And he goes, okay, well, if you don't believe me, well, I quit then. So he just left that day because of that. The next one is kind of even worse. There's this guy, he was at the company for about 6 months longer than I was. He pretty much did most of the work, except for maybe some of the senior developers. And he basically built up a lot of our feature systems. Hey, Jace, can you calm down? Gosh. She's just like barking. But he basically set up a lot of the main systems they used at that time. So he was pretty much a really important person. And he put in his resignation too, and he was like, "Yeah, I gotta go back home for family stuff, so I gotta put my resignation." He gave him at least a month, which is pretty, you know, generous. And according to my friend that worked there, which was a really good friend of that guy, the my boss cussed him out and said, "You're ruining this company," blah blah blah, and just basically threw him out. And I got out of there about 2 months later, so you could tell how bad that company was gonna go down. I didn't think it was that bad when I first got there, but it definitely flipped quickly. Strange company. I learned a lot during that company. That was my first company. Like that was my first company out of college. So like, I don't regret working at the company, and like I did learn a lot. So it was definitely worth it. Probably not 4 years, but you know, I definitely would not be anywhere near the developer I am now without having had that having had that job. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely a thing. One of the other, what was it? What the yeah, it definitely taught me how to spot a very very bad company though. So that was definitely worth it. I know I had a lot of interviews. Hey Jace, will you calm down? I'm petting you. You don't have to bark. Now go. Sorry, I'm having to stare down with my dog right now. Corgis be loud. Yeah, I definitely learned a lot while there. Especially what not to do for a company or running a company. Awake, but at what cost? Welcome in, Alan. Jace, calm down. Welcome in. Is it early or late for you? Okay, fair. Yeah, did you just wake up? Do you sleep during the day? Is that your schedule? I personally, you don't even have a schedule. That's fair. Okay. Yeah, I have sort of a schedule. I wake up when I wake up, go to work. Hopefully be there by 8:30. That doesn't really, I mean, I get there by 8:30, but I try to be there by 8. And I go to sleep at like 1 to 2. Hopefully if I don't, have a restless night or something. And then on the weekend, like everything goes out the window. I don't have a schedule. I ruin my schedule on the weekends. Okay, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that definitely. My sleep schedule. It's sort of like my sleep schedule during the weekend. I kind of just wake up whenever, take a nap whenever, and unless I have something going on that weekend, I don't really care until I go to sleep Sunday night, which again is like 1 to 2 a.m. on Monday morning to wake up for work. Oh, I would love some background music. No, it's all good. I know you're busy with another commission, so I'm totally down. I've just been using some royalty-free stuff at this point, so. Oh, that's awesome. That sounds great. Yeah, I was talking about job stuff. Talking about my old job and how terrible it was. I used to work for a food company, or a food place. So I'm currently a software developer. It was just another software developer job. It was just my last one. Back in college, I worked for a restaurant. Oh, no. It was like here, let me see what region it is, because I don't want to necessarily dox myself. Let me see if it's like work company or countrywide or not. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Locations. It was... I can at least say it was a Philly place. Let's see what locations there are. Okay, it seems sort of regional, so I don't want to... Well, I guess it's regional enough. Yeah, it was a place called Pepper Jacks. It was a place called Pepper Jacks. I'm in CST, so we all know that already. It's a Philly cheesesteak place. So, you know, grilled up some meats and slap it on a bun and serve it up. That place was okay. I worked at that place in college. I basically got almost fired twice there. It's a pretty good place. I pretty much almost got fired twice there just because I didn't care for that job. I didn't do bad. I didn't need the job because my parents were paying for everything, so that job was pretty much just a buffer. So it was a pretty fun job at like some shifts, like, so I was in the computer science department, so the engineering hall, and so two of my friends that were there, they were both managers at the place. So on some lining of the stars, it might just be us three on the shift the entire night, which was a lot of fun, obviously. And we can definitely do a lot more there than when we didn't have the general manager or the store manager there. We just had shift managers, which were those two. So those were definitely fun nights and more relaxed nights. But they also had it was a college town, so on Saturday nights, they would do late nights. So the store would be open till 3 a.m. No, 2 a.m. It was 2 a.m. So we would work the entire night, and then like when you hit probably like after 8, we'd start hitting. We get paid more because it was late night, and we had to deal with drunk people. So yeah, we'd have drunk people coming in, and it'd be this huge long line after. Well, I guess it was 3 a.m. because the bars closed at 2 a.m. Yeah, I believe that's how it worked. So we had an hour after the bars closed for us to work, like the heavy shift, because pretty much everyone after 2, when the bars closed, would come to Pepper Jacks and basically get a Philly. Literally the only jobs I held for years is being a lifeguard, which is such. I could see that. Then I worked in the ER for a year. Ooh, the ER. What were you working in the ER? if I might ask. I can only imagine. I think I've only been the ER once. Oh, okay. Interesting. I can imagine. As I said, like, I've only been the ER once, and I've only seen other stuff from like TV shows or whatever, so I have no idea what they're actually like. But yeah, I bet. I don't have. I mean, I had a lot of really crazy stuff from high school and college, pretty much. Don't do PCP. That's a good message. I had a lot of crazy stuff from my childhood. I don't know. I think I've lived not that much of an insane life, but I've had insane shit happen to me. All my wildest patients were high on PCP. I didn't realize it was that much of a pandemic. Was it a lot, or was it just like, oh, this guy's high on PCP, so he's gonna be crazy? Ugh. I could see that, yeah. Maybe like Coke too, you know, that might be something. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really. Definitely, I don't do any drugs. So, the most drug I've ever done is alcohol or Advil, I guess. Huh. The more you know, I guess. It just kind of took him out. Those sound like both things I would never want to touch, like ever. Like ever. Like if I saw it on the ground, I'd probably call the cops for that shit. That's true. VTuber commissions are expensive, so you can't really waste your money on drugs. VTuber commissions are my drug. I guess that's a way to look at it. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some insane stories I've had. Fair. Yeah, I mean, I have. Jace, what's your issue? Stop it. He always barks at my roommates. Can you stop barking? Is that an option? Yeah, I had extra income from being a software developer, so I just went for it. I know you're generally not supposed to, or all the advice, whatever, but I went for it. I don't regret it because I love streaming, so definitely works out for me. I mean, yeah, that would be unfortunate. Um, yeah, I mean, it's like what I say for a lot of this stuff. Like, especially as a game developer, like one of the things, like one of the biggest things about game development is if you're making an indie game, um, the biggest like downfall of any indie game is just people spending all this time and money on stuff and then just quitting because they get bored of it or they don't like it or they've seen another idea. I mean, that's the biggest thing of the indie company feeling, or biggest thing in the indie comp. I can't talk. Yeah, definitely. No, that's definitely also a thing. You got to make it. It's called scope creep. It's a thing in both game development and software development, where you start with a simple idea and then like you just keep thinking of more stuff to add onto it, and eventually like it gets so large that you don't know where to cut, and so you kind of just abandon it. Animation is hard. Yeah, it is. Are you still working on your card thing? Or did you get that one figured out? Yeah, I mean, comp sci really isn't for everyone. Hey, Jace, can you stop barking, please? That'll be great. Yeah. That's why there's an entire animator field. Yeah, I always say that comp sci isn't really for everyone. I mean, it takes sort of special persistence and mindset. I totally get why people like comp sci, but after debugging for 300 plus years only just to hide the errors. Yeah. Yeah. Debugging itself is like a whole skill. I know. I personally am like, that's what I'm best at, is debugging stuff. Personally. That's what I basically had job secured at my old job for, was just because whenever they had a bug, they'd run to me and I'd fix it within like 5 minutes for them. But it's a whole nother monster, like on top of software development. Like if you get into, I think the biggest thing that like helps with that is that like that happens so much too. Yes, I totally get that. Like it's fixed, but I don't know why. Like it's supposed to be broken, or like it was just not working, and then all of a sudden it was just working because Visual Studios was being stupid, or something like that. That's also annoying. I mean, one of the biggest things I preach for software development versus or game development, it's also software development, but game development is that like you should break up all of your jobs and code into very small parts and constantly test. So like whenever you make like, I don't know, any small change to your code and like you can feasibly see that it's changed, then go test it. Because if it breaks, then you know what code you just fixed. I see that all the time in people. They're like, oh yeah, I made all these code changes and then I ran it. It's all busted, so I can't figure out what's happening. I'm like, well, there's your issue. You didn't test it like every 5 lines or something. Maybe not that much, but should always be testing. I want to make a video. I want to start planning a video soon that's like how to start a game project, which is one of my content that I want to plan coming up. And it's going to be something like, there's basically 2 videos I want to make. One's to how to write a game document, which we'll probably do some game design document stuff tonight. So I can show a little bit, but I'll probably do like a full instructional video. But then it's like, after you get your game design document, like what do you do now? Like how should you proceed? And so I want to make a video because I feel like that's the biggest issue that a lot of indie developers have. I know I taught Tom here that he should start off slow and whatnot. But yeah, like one of the biggest things that you do is like you always break out your game into very feasible parts. Like for example, if you're just starting out a game, let's just say we're starting out this game or this fighting game that I've planned. Right? So the first thing we do is we add a platform, a character, and then we allow the character to move on screen with WASD. Once you get that done, bam, you have a working thing on screen. You can actually see that something's happening. You can see that your inputs are actually affecting the game, and so on and so on. Like a lot of people, like they'll go into it and be like, okay, like I have this really cool idea for, let's just say like, oh, we're making an economic system, right? Oh yeah, okay. So it's like a trading game with a full game economics, and they might go in like, okay, yeah, we're gonna start working on creating items and having them cost money, and then like that could go into an inventory sort of thing. But then at the end of the day, you don't have anything feasible on screen. You have all this code that just does something, right? But like there's nothing you can do with that besides just, oh yeah, I have all this code. And if you keep doing that and doing that, eventually a week, a month, 2 months, you might have all this code that you worked on for 2 months, but nothing feasible, and you'll burn out really quickly because I don't know, like something about it, like when you see something actually happening on screen, when you actually see that your game is actually progressing and not just code on a monitor, then I don't know, it's uplifting. You get excited about your game again. Like my dog's excited about the game right now, and we're not even doing a game yet, Jace. This makes me want to open RPG Maker again. Yeah, that's a great system to work if you don't know any coding and just want to get an RPG going. The great thing about game development nowadays is that it's really artist friendly in multiple ways. Like there are systems like RPG Maker, even like Unity and Unreal are really artist friendly. I mean, one of the big things, I mean, that's, hey, you know, writing stories, getting assets, and making your own music. Okay, that's fair. Even if you don't even, even if you just like have a story or, you know, whatnot, you know, doing RPG Maker, you know, they have assets. There's all these assets online that you can find. Putting that all together, getting your story out there. It's all something. I know like the biggest thing that Unreal and Unity have now is they have something called a visual scripting language, which you don't need to know how to actually code. You probably need to know like, it's fair. I have that too. I have this obsessive thing to always learn all these different skills. Like I started trying to teach myself art for a while. I play like 5 instruments. I know like parts of 3 languages. Yeah. I don't know, 5 instruments. Let's see. I know piano, guitar. Listen, I know how to play the instruments. I haven't looked at how to actually make music yet. It'll be down the line, probably. Knowing me and my hobbies. Yeah. I've looked into producing. I haven't actually taken the dive to try it out. I'd be one of those people that just makes stupid meme musics. Just for the meme of it, I guess. It'd be like the worst meme. There we go. I mean, that's what it's all about. Making shitpost music seems like the way to do. That's respect. I love that. I bet like you can do some. I feel like you could do some pretty cool stuff and figure out some pretty cool stuff. That's sort of like video editing, right? Like if you're making like meme videos, like you could probably learn some pretty nifty techniques doing that stuff. Because I started learning video editing recently because you know this stuff, so I'm trying to do it myself. I don't know if that's feasible long term, but short term, that's what I'm going for. But yeah, I bet you there's some like pretty cool stuff doing that stuff. Yeah, exactly. There's no boundaries, so you don't have to like conform to any like genre standard or something. But yeah, like the coolest thing about Unity. Oh, awesome! Yeah. Hey, calm down. Stop barking. You're supposed to be quiet right now. Why don't you go to sleep like you always are? Yeah, I would love to. I definitely I definitely want to jump into that sometime and just try it out. So I definitely will probably hit you up eventually. But yeah, the coolest thing about like Unity and let's see, what I think I found a program. What did program I use? Or I found. I downloaded a program. I don't know if I actually used it yet. Um Of course, of course. So yeah, there's this thing here. I can pull it up. Let me pull up Unity because there's this thing in Unity. Unity's kind of there's a visual scripting language thing in Unity, which is kind of not great. The Unreal Engine's one's way better. Let me see if I can pull it up quickly. Basically, like you need to know like the basic concepts of coding. You don't actually need to know the code. It's launching. It's gonna probably take a second to launch. Oh, but was it FL Studio? Oh, I have FL Studio 21 on my computer. So that's probably what I was gonna try. Okay, then yeah. No, I didn't buy it. I thought there was like a... Is there not like a free version? There's that try it for free. I guess it's maybe not a free thing like you're saying. I don't know. As I said, I haven't opened it yet, so I haven't even tried it. Okay, well. When we get into it, well, I guess we'll get into it. Let's see. Unreal Engine. No, I am not like that. As I said, I have spare cash, you know, software developer. I have seen some of the stuff out there. It's pretty wild. But I guess music does make a lot of money. So one day, one day. Hold on, I'm trying to open Epic. I wanna... Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad to be part of it. Oh, I don't have an engine installed. No! I don't think engines are really quick to install either. Yeah, go wild. I would love to see what you come up with. I don't have any real like idea what I'm aiming for, but okay, let's see. Let's see how long this takes to install. Then I could show the visual scripting language stuff, which is pretty cool. It's definitely a cool feature. Okay, go wild enough for background music. Is that good? Like, go wild enough that you enjoy it, but keep it background music. That is true. Honestly, that is true. Everything is background music as long as it's quiet enough. Why is this queued? Why are you queued and not actually downloading? Oh, it is downloading. About halfway done. The new Unreal Engine is pretty awesome too. Unreal Engine 5. Has a lot of really cool stuff in it. Let's see, Unreal Engine 5 features. It's definitely a revolutionary like thing for Unreal Engine 5. I feel like I should just pull up my screen at this point. Let's see. Gotta make sure I don't dox myself. I'm always worried about that. No, we're good. Okay, we're gonna switch screens and hopefully it works. It's not working. One second. I can fix this. I swear I can fix this. General UI. Pretty much. I mean, it's all pretty much scuff. And then I want to put me in front, this in front, and now it's, oh my gosh, I'm terrible. The chat is so bad. Okay, one second. I swear. That's right, that's why this is a just chatting stream. Don't worry, I'll fix it. I swear I'll fix it. Let me throw myself down here. Okay, okay, and now we just gotta update chat so that text settings, blah, bam. Save. Okay, there we go. It'll be fixed, I swear. Okay. So I'm just waiting for this to download. That's 70%. But then I can show what I was talking about. I wonder if I can show... There's a lot of cool stuff in game dev questions. Yeah, what's up? What question you have? I've seen a bug, but only sometimes is that a Unity problem. I mean, it can be. Is it like what sort of stuff is that? Like a build issue? I mean, just like a lot of stuff, it could just be Visual Studios being stupid. I don't know what the bug is. Do you do that during your update? If you do it during your update function, you can possibly be hitting it twice. I mean, you can just do like a safeguard where you, I don't know, check that it's only done once. Just set up like a Boolean before everything, throw an if statement in around it, maybe. It's all possible. I've seen bits of Unreal Vision thing. The visual scripting language. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Your poor computer. Yeah, I guess that the sounds probably use your processor. What? I mean, fair. As said, it's probably hitting the loop twice, whatever that method's calling, maybe. This is a gaming laptop that'll run VR off. Destroy CPU. Yeah, I bet. I mean, it's probably like sort of like Blender or like 3D modeling where it just takes so much processing power. That's like the biggest issue. I bet you like your, was it rendering or processing of the sounds are probably intensive. Okay. Yeah, I could see. I mean, I guess there's so much going on, maybe. Six guitars, bass guitar, drums, effects, and a background synth. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. In the car, so no one calls 911. That's pretty funny. Just I gotta skate to somewhere that won't be suspicious, so I'll go out in the middle of the parking lot. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, yeah, it sounds pretty dope. That's why I wanted to try to do it, because I've been watching a lot of VTubers, or not VTubers, but streamers and stuff. Yeah, this is taking longer than expected. What else do I have? I think I have the. Yeah, so I pulled up a thing for my game doc so I can show everyone how to do a game doc. Which is probably like the most important first step of creating a game. Is if you have a game idea, you want to start working on a game doc. So I think today we're gonna be taking a look and making a game design doc for the VTuber fighting game that I had an idea for a while ago. Yeah. The idea is that I want to try to make this game along with my community. So I'm trying to, I'll just start it off and hopefully I can get more people behind it, and I'll be posting polls and stuff in the Discord for, hey, should I add this or that to the game? So that's sort of my ultimate goal for this specific thing as a project. Oh, 100%. VTuber. Wow. Fine, I was gonna go somewhere else anyway. Jeez. And we'll make this a title. Can I center this? Is centering a thing on Pageless? It is. Cool. I promise I'll go to you first. But like, there's a lot of music. Gotta spread the love somehow. But yeah, hopefully I could get like other VTubers in it eventually. Get them as characters in the game. I gotta kind of be selective about that stuff though, because I don't know. I feel like if I throw that out there might be a lot of people like, oh yeah, put me in a game. So I'm gonna wait on that right now. Obviously, I want to put myself in the game, so that's gonna be the first character I throw in there. And then I need to find artists and blah blah blah, and there's plenty in the community, so hopefully if I ask around I should be able to find some. And then when I grow to my own community, that'll be fun to have other input and stuff from people. So that's all part of the plan that I just made up. So yeah, we'll try to dive into this a little bit. So I'm rating something currently. Okay, we can jump into. I'm pulling up this other document I have as like reference for myself. That's not it. Currently, I'm using Unity for my game engine. It's in C#, so the language I use at work. So, oh, okay. Ads, a wonderful thing. There's all these ads. Oh no, he's falling to the ads. No, sorry, I wasn't talking. Are you back? I guess you're back then. From ad jail. Oh yeah, that sort of happens when I put my hand over my face. See, this is just me, my hand over my face. So, okay, so the main sections for a game doc are core concepts. Then we also have, I don't know. This is pretty like up to you. I'm just stuck there. Then it can go art, design. Let me see. I'm not really gonna have story, so there's not really. I mean, I guess I could have some story. Core concept, story, arts, and then you sort of do gameplay. That's true. I mean, there could be like an overall, reason. Trying to be the. Maybe it's a tournament. I mean, that's pretty much a cliche, stupid reason for a fighting game, but it's a tournament. Every single time someone wins a battle for as a VTuber, they get a spot on front page of Twitch. Winner gets a G Fuel sponsor. That'd be pretty funny too. The Gamer Subs, is that the new one? The Gamer Subs sponsorship. You get your own waifu cup. Yep, there you go. And then I get sponsored by GamerSupps so that they are in the game. Easy. GG easy. And then I guess we just sort of have maybe a schedule. And then maybe a conclusion. Final notes, maybe. So these are all just like general things, like you break it out. You want to basically put everything that you are thinking of currently into this document. And so this is just basically, I'm here, I'm just kind of throwing my ideas at the board and seeing what fits and what doesn't is the whole idea. So this, I mean, the general concept's pretty simple for this. It's basically buying plugins for music literally never ends. I mean, I can see how, like, there's a lot of cool stuff out there. Just, you know, just think about this. Just don't. Did you ever think about that? It's just that simple. Let's see. Okay, so our VTuber fighting game is just gonna be a it's gonna be a dang. It's gonna be a fighting game with VTubers. Nah, it's not, we're not gonna do that simple, but we'll start off. A fighting game with VTubers. The goal is to invite VTubers to get their own characters and collaborate with them. I guess, hold on, so I guess it'd be collaborate with VTubers in the community to create a fighting game or fighting character with a moveset. The ideas will be worked on and worked on alongside said VTuber. We also want to so we can break these out into even smaller things. Collaboration. So we want to include other VTubers in the project eventually. We also want to get the community involved. Here, we'll break out even further. This is what we do here. We break out everything. We'll do 3 community. 2D, I'm assuming. I mean, we could do 2D, or we could do 3D. It depends on. It really depends on who is available that I could find for art. I mean, we can make 3D and still just make it 2D. I don't think it's gonna be that difficult to switch between. But I'm more used to 3D, so I'll probably do 3D. Actually, I'll probably do 3D because doing 3D is kind of cooler. Because you could have both 2D art and 3D mixed together in a 3D game, which could include more artists, more variety of artists, I guess. Where if you're only doing a 2D, you have to find a 2D person. Right, yeah. So my ultimate idea is that I'm gonna build up a base game, which is why I'm gonna try to implement myself first as a character, so that then I can get basically me fighting a void character, you know, a null or a bot, and actually show off that there's actually some meat to the game. Chat. Chat is the bot. Yeah, that would be chat. But yeah, like, so my idea, I guess that's sort of my schedule. So it's like build core game, add glitched rune as character with maybe chat. We'll take your idea as characters. Build completes game cycle. I mean, I don't have to convince myself to be in the game. I'm already here. I'm free to me. So, you know. And then we build a complete game cycle from that. And then we start marketing towards other VTubers. Add characters and polish. And then, bam. Game's done. It's just that simple. So we'll be marketing towards VTubers and then maybe marketing towards sponsors / publishers at the same time. It's just simple. Like, you just make the game. Like, it's just that simple. So this is the overall like schedule we'll do. Obviously we can go more in depth on that, but I think this is pretty much it. So like during this entire period right here, we'll just be polishing the game and trying to get it feel smooth and nice and simple, or not. Maybe not simple, but like I want to make it feel good. I don't want just a boring game that might be clunky or whatever. I want to put some polish in it and show people how to do that. So that's my ultimate goal with this game, is to sort of get the community around it. Maybe eventually. Maybe one day. It's the dream. But community, yeah, I'll involve them. We'll make this a list. We'll do polls in Discord. Cool finishers, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking more of like I was thinking the game would be more like Smash Bros, where it's like more of like a party game. Because I think if we make it more casual, but still able to be like competitive, then we can make it like market it more towards, playing on stream. Make it more of a collab sort of thing, which would be cool, I think. Since my market, I guess this was another one. Target market. My target market is gonna be VTubers. VTubers / streamers. And those who watch VTubers / streamers. Potentially fighting game enthusiasts. Did I spell that wrong? How do I spell enthusiasts? No, that's right. So this is my target audience. I don't know why it's telling me it's wrong. I guess yeah, okay, so I messed it up by not putting an H. So I was complaining that I did that. Oh yeah, I also have that going. That's for my master's degree. I'm working on a master's. So Yep, that's also in the works. Yep, no, definitely. I mean, I'm still gonna be working on that, but I wanna try to get this game going a little bit too. I think this one probably has more market and streaming value, honestly, than my other game. But the other game's really cool because it's really complex code and concepts. My other game was actually like that's like my dream game to make. Is my other game, which is why I'll probably spend a lot of time like working on it to make it perfect. Well, quote unquote perfect. I also want to. I think eventually I'm gonna make like just smaller games, just so I can have some stuff out there for. I don't know, maybe other VTubers. I might get inspired and make a quick game for them or something. You know, like a platformer or something. Mobile stuff. I mean, fair, yeah. Listen, hey, music. I can make a rhythm game. You know, just saying. Just saying. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, they do get pretty insane. They go hard for no reason. So community, I want to do like polls in Discord. I mean, hey, we could try and find out, you know? I mean, not all music games are necessarily EDM. But yeah, so community involvement, I want to do polls in Discord. I want to take suggestions, input from chat. I haven't heard of that game. I know there's like what's that one game? It's the rhythm game. Ooh. Let's see. It's like the anime one. There's all those anime songs on it. Anime rhythm game. Why can't I think of this? Yo, what'd you say? Oh, links are blocked. I could probably unblock links. I think it's fine. Give me 1 second. Just gotta find where I can allow them. Blah, blah, blah. Moderation. Chat options. Block hyperlinks. Okay, try it now. Or I bet you I can just grab it. Nope, I can't. Nope, it's still blocked. That's great. It's easy. You just join my Discord. I'm just kidding. You don't have to join if you don't want. Here, check out my Discord. Bam. I even have a nice fancy thing for it. That's fair. I mean, I have a lot of servers too, so I can't blame you. Let's see. Polls in Discord, take suggestions, input for community, commission, arts, assets from community. So, I mean, that's my plan for, I don't know, involving the entire community into it. Hey, welcome. Just throw it wherever. Or message me, I don't care. Either one works. Ooh. Okay, hold on, music. I want to hear what this is. Pause. Okay, so it's kind of... Okay, cool. I can feel it, yeah. Sort of like a chill... maybe cafe vibe, I guess. Just kind of... Totally. Okay, let's get back to the VTuber fighting game. Yeah, I mean, like, if I were to do a rhythm game, I totally would want to do it. Again, like, all the games I want to do on this channel, I want to try to do it as, like, a community. So I would love to try to, I don't know, as I grow, slowly collect music and try to get permission from all the artists and see if I can throw it into a rhythm game. See how that works. I think that'd be pretty cool. What's that? I kind of want this whole, like, all these games that I'm going to be making to be community driven or whatever. So many ideas. I just gotta start executing on them. I want this game to be a collaboration with the community as a whole, I guess. But yeah, we'll get polls in the community or in the Discord. We'll take suggestions. We'll get input from chat. We'll commission assets from people in our community or other VTubers. I mean, I know a couple of other game developer VTubers, so, you know, I would love to possibly get other devs involved if they want. I mean, depending on how much I spend on this game is how much I would like, you know, set the price as. Because if it's a community game, I don't really want to, you know, be making a shit ton of money off of it while just kind of like, oh yeah, you guys made all this stuff for me, blah blah blah. I'd rather make it like a, you know, something that comes back to the community. Like pretty much anything I would make from this game would just be right back in the channel or future games. Right, yeah, something like that. Maybe make it like, I don't know, $5, you know, super cheap. Even. Or have an in-game shop. Yeah, that works too. I mean, I'm trying to think of... I mean, we can have a core... I can have a core group of VTubers that would come with the game, and then if I add an in-game shop, you'd be able to unlock more VTubers. Maybe, and that's... Maybe we could keep that swimsuit outfits. I mean, that's true. All the VTubers base models are free, and then like you can buy alternate outfits for them. That's sort of, I guess that's sort of how Brawlhalla does it, in a way. Except for you have to unlock all the fighters in that game. But they have like cosmetics and stuff for all the different fighters. Like skins and stuff. I had this idea a long time ago for... Okay, hear me out. Don't leave when I say this, okay? This is back when all of it was, you know, mainstream and looking up. I had an idea for oh my gosh, what are they called? I don't even remember what they're called. What's the... I don't know why I can't... Give 1 second, let me... NFTs. Sorry, it's an NFT game. I could not remember NFT because I cut it out of my brain. So it was an NFT game. I had an idea. Okay, don't kill me. It was a really cool idea at the time. It was an NFT fighting game. So sort of like this. Except for all the different... the NFTs would be the moves, like the abilities. So like your right attack would be an NFT, your left attack, or your back attack would be an NFT, your heavy attack would be an NFT. So you could like mix and match them to make a fighter. So you could have like, I don't know, one guy with a machine gun doing that as your like front attack, and then maybe your strong attack's a magic meteor or something, I don't know. But I thought it was a pretty cool idea, like all your different stuff you can mix and match, sort of like how... I guess sort of like how the Mii fighters are in Smash Bros, where they're like, you could kind of build a fighter. Where you can select all the moves. I mean, that was the idea. I mean, it was at that time when NFTs were, you know, popular. So you can't really blame me for, you know, trying to jump on the bandwagon. I bailed quickly. Yeah, I bailed on NFTs quickly. I believe all crypto and NFTs, well, maybe not all crypto, but most crypto and NFTs are scams. I think I even have a TikTok where I'm discussing a new coin my friend was making called the Ponzi coin. I believe there's also a clip in one of my most recent streams, maybe a couple weeks ago, where I talked about the rug pull NFT, where we can create an NFT that's literally just a rug pull. And the NFT would be literally like, you go to the website of the NFT, it basically said, this is a rug pull. Oh, so rug pulls are basically, that's what like... when you invest into an NFT and then the owners take out all the money, so they rug pull from you, so that all of your NFTs are worthless now. There's no money behind it. Yeah, it's a pump and dump, but for NFTs. They would get all the money in, people would buy all these NFTs, and then they just remove the money, so there's no money backing it. That's called a rug pull. But yeah, we were saying, like, oh yeah, we'll create a rug pull NFT. The website will literally say it's a rug pull, and it'll have a countdown counter, like a timer, to when we're gonna rug pull. And I bet you would do well, because people would be like, oh yeah, this is just a joke. Like, there's no way it's gonna be an actual rug pull. I swear, some people in the NFT world are just stupid. It's definitely a strange market. Okay, so we have the community. Then we also, okay, I don't know what other collaborations I might do. Oh, here, I'll make a thing on here. Depending on who it is or if they allow it, commissions and money will be involved. I'm not against commissioning people. Like, if they want art, or if they want me to pay for their art or whatever, like, I'm all for it. It just has to be a reasonable deal. Or if they just, want to contribute to the game, to have their name on a game, I'm also not against it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not expecting to find volunteers. I'm more of, we'll commission people probably. Yeah, no, 100%. That's why I put that there. Like, if they want to, then sure. I mean, I'll accept it and I'll throw their name on and be really thankful. But I guarantee... Don't pull a Yandere dev? I mean, yeah. Listen, I'm all for paying artists and for their assets. I'm not gonna be that guy who's like, oh, you can get exposure for your art. No, that's BS. Like, who cares? I do say having your name on a game that is out is definitely something. But I'm not going to force people. Expose these nuts. Nice, yeah. Yeah, as I said, I will pay for, like, whatever, a reasonable price for everything. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know if I need to keep going, but I feel like you get the point. I'm all for supporting artists. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for collaboration. Core concept. And then we'll do another one, which will be inspirations. Inspirations. I think solid inspirations are, Super Smash Bros. Brawlhalla has a solid thing. I want the control system to be smoother like Smash Bros is. Brawlhalla, I don't know, it feels clunky and it's kind of limiting, so I don't want it to be as simple as that game is. But for how simple that game is, it's really popular. Maybe not really popular, but pretty popular. What are some other games that might be? I feel like just Super Smash Bros is a good one. Let's see. I do love me some Soul Calibur, but I want it to be a 2D game. So sort of more like Smash Bros. Oh, what's that? What's that new one that just came out that has like Superman in it and Bugs Bunny? Multiverse. That's a good one too for reference. Is it Multiverses? It is. Nice. Yeah, that's a good game. Oh, it's a solid game. I think there's definitely limiting stuff to that game. It still feels slightly clunky to me in total. So one of the biggest things I want to do is I want to focus the game on we'll do main concepts. Focal points, maybe? Maybe focal points. Focal points. The focal points are the these are the mechanics that we want to focus on the most. So these are the things that I'm definitely going to spend the most time on to make sure it's nice and polished and makes it feel good. Obviously, I want a solid movement system. I want it to be fluid and not clunky. I want there to be a extensive roster. Add ability to easily add more fighters. And I don't know, since this is going to be kind of a party, you know, like more like a collab party game, we probably want game types. Add a variety of game types and settings. I think those are the main 3 focal points I want to do for this. That'll probably, you know, encapsulate most of what we're focusing on. I mean, we want a fun, solid party game that can be played on stream and feels fun, and then adds a variety so that, you know, stream, like, right, you have a lot of different game modes you could do on stream, so it might appeal to a wider audience. I mean, the main thing is maybe we should do this in like order of importance. Solid movement's definitely number 1. Excuse me? Did you seriously just do that, bro? Excuse me, gotta go take care of an AI. Yeah, I know. Ban. Get out of here. See you later. Oh, I guess hopefully not. I don't want to see it later. So yeah, like, I mean, that's the main focal points. I think the most time I want to spend on is the movement. I really want to make it nice and fun, nice and fluid. I want to make it so it feels good when you're fighting. I feel like the best game that does that is Super Smash Bros. Like, that game just feels clean when you're playing it. And responsive. So. Anything else in the core concepts? I don't think so. I think this is pretty good. Okay. Next, we'll go into the story. So we'll just throw down some ideas. What do we have? VTuber fighting tournaments to win sponsorship. How'd I misspell that one? Oh. Okay, I missed this. Let's see, other ideas for story. Sponsorship. You know, don't at me. I'm not. Listen, I'm a game developer. I have a degree. I'm going for a master's, but like it's not in art. It's not in English, so. Maybe it's like. Why would anyone, or why would VTubers fight to get the attention of chat? I guess so. Maybe it's like the fighting is like, you know, you get more viewers the more you fight, like the better your fighter you are. So, as you said, get the attention of chat. Hey, Epic Game finally got it. So maybe like oh, there's a new way to get clout. I guess it's sort of like gladiators, right? Gladiatorial combat. I can't spell, so don't blame me. Gladiatorial combat. Rise in the ranks of viewership. I think these sort of can go hand in hand though. Like I can do both. Like it is, the whole concept could be a gladiatorial combats thing where you're, you know, the better you're doing, the more viewers you have. Maybe that's like a buff, right? So like, the more combos you get, the more buff you get. Who is the Emperor Twitch? I'm not sure. I feel like that's a controversial stand. Obviously, I'm on Twitch, so I'm gonna say Twitch, but. Yeah, maybe it's like just, oh yeah, it is just a general tournament. I kind of like that idea. Okay, I'm just gonna throw some. This is sort of what we do. Like this is what you do as a game design document. You like just start thinking of stuff, and if something pops up, you throw it down in the section it is, and hopefully that'll fit. So for example, like, bam, like what if the loser graduates? It's pretty funny. But like, what if like the more combos you do, the more viewers you have in the fight, which gives you some sort of small buff. Or I guess maybe not the more combos, maybe the flashier combos you do. So like there might be like combos that are like more powerful, but like I don't know. I feel like a cool thing of this would be, since this is sort of like a quote unquote stream, would be like cool camera movement / effects. I mean, this is like a I don't know, like a streamer event. So they do all those like bits and stuff that are like halfway through and whatnot, you know? Maybe these are tied together. Maybe the more viewers you have, the more the camera focuses on you, sort of thing. Maybe that's the taunt mid fight. Yeah, there you go. More combos, maybe taunts. You do. Need poor. That'll be a good one too. Oh, that'd be kind of like how you build up your finisher. Yeah, that'd be a cool one. And then this buff might be camera focuses on you. Maybe build up enough viewers to perform finishers. That'd be a cool idea. So like it's not about just, you know, beating the person. I mean, you could just beat them, but it's sort of build up like an actual. You gotta be flashy. I mean, you're a VTuber. I kind of like that idea. I think it's kind of cool, especially for like a VTuber thing. So VTuber, I think a VTuber fighting tournament is the way to go. You're fighting to gain viewers. There could be unique events. Could be tournaments to win a sponsorship. Maybe that sponsorship is how you unlock skins and stuff. You know, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff you can do that way. What else? What else we got? You really want those? That'd be kind of fun. Maybe that's like something like a cute little or a cool little, I don't know, like a Easter egg for each streamer. Like they can help decide that stuff. Like, oh yeah, what would you do, blah blah blah, in this situation, law and stuff like that. We could have a blurb ends about what VTuber does with winnings. Could be gotten based on the VTuber. I just did Control S, which is the save button for programming and whatnot. So it doesn't really do anything for Google Docs. Just instinct at this point. Okay, so I did it again. Anything else for the story? I guess we could always come back, but like one of the biggest things about a game design doc is that it's like a living document. Like as you go through the game and start adding more stuff, you want to keep updating it so that you're up to date. Now the art design is definitely going to be pretty easy to hunker down with. It's obviously going to be anime style. I mean, I feel like that's a given. Actually, it could be several different styles, or based on VTuber. Because I've seen plenty of YouTubers who don't really have like the same exact anime style. Let's see. I think there's a game that does this well. What is this? I guess like Genshin Impact is like a good idea. It's basically just 3D with cell shaded. Basically stylized art with cell shaded renderer. I've worked with that before. Let's see. Unity cell shade renderer. I'm gonna find one quickly and then Toon Shader? No, that's not what we're looking for. I guess that is what we're looking for. Unity Toon Shader. Is that a built-in thing? That is a built-in thing. Yo, that's dope. I didn't realize there was a built-in Toon Shader. Oh yeah, I forgot they added a new character to Unity called Unity-chan, which is like a character that's included. So that makes sense that they have like a... Yeah, Unity has this character now. Right, let's see if I can... I just want to make sure I'm not like throwing anything out there that's inappropriate. Yeah, there's this new, they used to have like this default character, but they also added Unity-chan to this, which is basically this asset that's involved. So yeah, they have Unity-chan now. So they definitely have a built-in, they have a built-in thing. See, there's a built-in Toon Shader now into Unity. Oh, I did remember FL-chan. Isn't that the person who like dances? Like she's a little character that dances to the music. But yeah, they have like this Toon Shader now, so it's just an in-engine thing, which is pretty awesome. Before you had to find like an asset. You know, I'm really trusting Unity right now that they're not going to screw me by showing me something inappropriate. So I could just use the Unity Toon Shader. I'll have to mess with that. That's awesome. I would assume not. That's why I said I hope Unity doesn't screw me. That's the actual official Unity website. That would be really something. This was called the Unity Toon Shader. Here, I'm gonna throw out a tweet currently. That'd be hilarious if Unity just screwed me like that. I feel like I don't know, I feel like Unity is like it would be a safe place. Actually, no, there's some kind of insane stuff on the Unity store. But I guess this is the documentation for Unity. That's a good point. Because there's definitely some NSFW stuff on the Unity store. But this is the actual documentation, so I assume the documentation's safe. Do, do. What am I listening to right now? Okay, let's see. Let's continue. Okay, so we're still looking for art. So I want to find some examples. So that's currently what I'm looking for, just examples. So I mean, I think just getting a stylized character with a Unity toon shader would be good enough for the most part. I don't know if I mean, I feel like stylized is the key because you could fit a lot of stuff into stylized art. Because stylized is like pretty much just Fortnite stylized. That's what you would consider stylized art. Which you can you can see like the strength of a stylized art because they have a bunch of different genres of characters in there, and they all seem to fit the game. Yeah, I think Fortnite does a great example of using stylized art to include a bunch of different art styles. Exactly. I mean, they still have like the base influence of the other styles, but I don't know, they're still in there. You can still feel it. Which I think they do a great job of. I mean, that's something I gotta give them. But yeah, that's like stylized art. Yeah, their anime skins can be kind of... I think it's just the Fortnite anime skin. Who is it? They're kind of... I think they could have done a better job to make them more 3D. Yeah, he do be looking weak though. I think they tried too hard making them anime versus incorporating them. I think they did a good job on the My Hero Academia characters though. And like the original quote unquote anime characters are pretty good. But I think if they made them, honestly, if they made them make them look less anime-like and more like all their other characters, they would have done better. They added Attack on Titan characters. I gotta look this up. Attack on Titan Fortnite. Can I in-game shop? Sir. Oh my god. What is this? That's not good. How'd they mess up Attack on Titan like that? Like, what is this? Like that doesn't look good. As I said, if they made them more, if they incorporated them more, that picture is like good. Oh, really? It's worse in game? That's not good. Let me see. Let me find it in game. Is it like not out yet? Or did it just recently come out? Oh, let me check. Oh wow. Yeah, no, that's not good. Okay, well, yeah, if we don't do that, then I think we're solid. I think anything but that is solid. I think if we do anything except for what we witnessed Fortnite doing for anime characters, then I think we're good. As I said, if we make the characters more like how Fortnite does any other characters, then I think that would be pretty solid. And just incorporate, you know, the ads, or sorry, the styles into that. I think we'd be solid. Okay. Oh yeah, I was looking for art. Let's find out some art. I want to throw some art in here as examples. Let's see. Anime in-game Unity. We got Unity Chan. We got a lot of Unity Chan. A lot of Unity Chan. I guess it's all Unity Chan at this point. Always has been, I guess. Here, we'll do stylized anime assets. Honestly, if we get models like Unity Chan, that would be fantastic. I wonder if I can commission that. We'll have to test it out. Yeah, I guess Unity Chan's a really good example. Let's see, assets like Unity Chan. How do I get no results back from that? That's impressive. I don't know how I got 0 results back from that. Oh, okay, now I reloaded it and now there's results. Thanks. Thanks, game. Trying to find in-game examples, but there's not really many of them. Yeah, I'll try that. I'm trying to think of a game that does something similar. What's a solid game that has like good 3D anime assets? Isn't the new Fire Emblem? How do they look? What's the new one? Engage? They look pretty decent. Maybe a little too cel shaded though. Code Vein. I think that's kind of more realistic than what we're aiming for. I think we're looking for Something a little cartoony, lighthearted. The Code Vein's a good one. But they have good assets though, so that is something we can use. Here, I'm trying to find some in-game shots so I can throw them on there. Genshin. I mean, yeah, honestly, Genshin is... It's a king at anime style right now for 3D. No matter how sad that is, but it's a solid anime style. Here, I'll just add Genshin. I'll add... Wait, can I just drag this? Unsupported image type. Thanks. That's great. That's exactly what I want to see. Let's see. Sorry, there's not really much going on right now, but I'm just getting some images. Genshin. Why is that a web P? I don't want a web P. VTuber fighting game. Genshin Impact. Can I now put this in here? I mean, it's always great to have a bunch of different references in your... It's unsupported. That's great. Spend all the time doing that just for unsupported. How's this? Is this good? Unsupported. What am I looking at right now? Why is there so many web Ps, huh? How am I bad at downloading an image off the internet? That's impressive. It takes like next generation, like fuck up skills or something. I know, I hate them. I don't know why they exist. I just want a nice picture to show off Genshin Impact stuff. Why can I not get that? I want an in-game shot, not in-game. V file. What is this? Okay, that's a PNG. We did it. We found a PNG. Oh my god. This is Nightmare Genshin Impact. I think it's because my add-on is probably reversing everything. Let's see. Oh my god, no. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now we don't have Nightmare Genshin Impacts. Honestly, Nightmare Genshin Impact's pretty funny. Okay, then we want to do, what was it, Fire Emblem. Engage in-game. Engage in-game. What about this one? Is this a good one? Sure, that's good. Whoops, where'd I put it? I don't know. It's unsupported. You swear to God, if you're a... Oh, it's a large PNG. Can I just look at a normal PNG? Nope, doesn't exist. Same image. Why are there so many stupid file types? I don't get it. Where'd that even download? I swear to God that it... Okay, let's see if I just force it. Oh! I just want images. Why is it so hard finding stupid images online that aren't WebPs? I swear, WebPs are the bane of my existence. Here we go, we got a JPEG. There we go, we got some more characters from a different game. We did it. Can we, what is it? Format. Image options. Adjustments. What am I looking at? I don't think I know what I'm doing. I never know what I'm doing, honestly. Like, do we all? You know, I'm done. I'm not gonna waste time on this. We'll go. What's the other one? Code Vein. Code Vein's a good one. In game. What's a good shot? Here, this has a bunch of characters. Oh, it worked first time. There we go. Games. Show off what we want. We'll do game inspirations. What is this? Code Vein. Whoops. Then we got Fire Emblem. And then last but not least, maybe last and least, I don't know, Genshin Impact. There we go. Now we have all of these different examples of various codes that we can use. Or sorry, various arts that we can use from. So that when I go to an artist, I can be like, yo, bam. But for like, I don't know, for the UI, so this would be game asset inspiration. These are like the actual models that we're inspiring off of. For the rest of it, we'd probably want to do some 2D style. Maybe, oh, what was that game called? Anime XCOM game? Troubleshooter. It's a game called Troubleshooter. Had this really cool style to it. Abandoned children. Yeah, I'll pull it up and I can show you. So, let me make sure that I'm not gonna. Okay, we're good. It was this XCOM style game that was based on anime. So it had these the same sort of like I don't know, anime 3D models, but then it had a basic UI over it. It's kind of basic, but I like the don't know what sort of UI we want. Is there like a more anime style UI? Maybe it fits with more. Let's see. Anime game UI. We'll see what we have out there. Oh, what's that? Oh, crap. What's that game? What's the game, the detective game? So I'm trying to remember all these games for reference. It's the anime detective school game? Is it detective? I don't know if it's a detective. It's really popular. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just kind of splurting out ideas to see if anything sticks. Trying to think of how to describe it because I'm getting nothing. It was a character in Super Smash Bros. I think that's the easiest way for me to figure it out. Super Smash Bros. All characters. Okay, sure. You can see my cookies. What's the game that Joker's from in Super Smash Bros? Persona. Yeah, Persona UI is really awesome. Do you think like a Persona style UI for a fighting game would be fun? Kind of like this. Let's see. Where it's like the almost graffiti style. You know, this stuff. Where it's kind of like a sketchbook graffiti style would be pretty cool. I don't know. I really like graffiti style UI. I think it's really cool and add some style to it. Yeah, because I think something like, let's see. I mean, this itself, like the effects on it. Here, let me pull up. What do we got? Yeah, this one's more like stencil. It's like sketchbook style almost. UI. So we just throw down a bunch of ideas and then like whatever feels good when we actually implement it, or like, you know, it's kind of like an idea chart. Like you just kind of throw out various games and then you eventually kind of bring your own stuff into it. No! This is my downfall. There we go. Like this itself, like if you could kind of see a fighting game out of it almost, you know? Like just as is, like it's almost a fighting game. I mean, it is like a turn-based game if I remember correctly. I don't know. I haven't really played Persona all that much. Let's see. What other games have like a graffiti style to it? Game UI. I don't really want like graffiti, but more like stylized graffiti, if that makes sense. Let's see. I guess graffiti is pretty stylized itself. So I search some stuff up, see if I find anything that just pops out. Jet Set Radio. That's a good one to look at. Let me check what the UI looks like. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Let's see what's a good example of its UI. What is this game? I feel like a very like stylized type of. Oh, this one's a pretty cool like sort of what we're aiming for. I don't know what game this is from, but I'll pull it in. It's kind of like anime, but it's also this sort of in between graffiti-esque style. This is Persona also? Am I just pulling Persona? Is that all I'm pulling? That is Persona 4 Arena. Dang. Okay, well, I really like this. I think this is... I don't know, they're both very different styles of Persona, like, the same thing. So I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, I know this one's Persona 5. I purposely picked that one because it was Persona. Well, let me get that one straight. Yeah, it's a good layout. I'll do Persona 5. But I'm kind of like this one better, where it's more subtle. It's more of like it's more graffiti than sketchbook like this one is. But I was looking for UI that are more like this. Let's see. Let's see if we can find. Wait, what was? I'm pulling out a strange one. Trying to remember what the UI looks like. I was thinking of maybe Life is Strange, but that's more of like a notebook, so that's not quite it. They have a pretty cool UI in it, where it's just like notebook and doodles and stuff. Or stickers and stuff. It's pretty cool. Oh, I'm so I could give you a quick recap. So I'm making this VTuber fighting game design document, so we're going through this. So I'm currently trying to pick out some art for UI. Basically at this point, it's a VTuber fighting game. I want to be a collaborative game with the community and other VTubers. So I want to get other VTubers involved and have them as characters. The community, I want to include them as in polls and discords, suggestions, input from chat, commissions, and maybe other devs. Hey Zumi, how's it going? Welcome to my Just Chatting stream. We're currently just going over creating a game design doc. This is kind of the fun side of game development, like the initial part where you're just thinking of ideas. So this is a VTuber fighting game. Basically, the inspirations for these are like Smash Bros, Multiverses, or Brawlhalla. So it's more of like a party game, a party fighting game that incorporate VTubers. I basically want to focus on creating very solid movement. I think that's the number one thing I want to do. Probably the most time I'm going to spend on is making the fighting system actually feel smooth. I'd say probably Smash Bros does a really, really good job of it, where it just feels good. Eventually have an extensive roster, or at least have the ability to have an extensive roster. So make it easy to add. I mean, I hope to have little mechanics like that, where you do wave dashes and stuff, or edge guarding, or shield blocks and parries and whatnot. And then since this is basically my target audience for this are going to be other VTubers and streamers, and then those people who actually watch the streamers. So my target audience I'm aiming for are other streamers and VTubers who, want to have a collab game that just has this casual fighting game. I'm going to add various different types of games, like game modes, so that they can make it customizable, or like, I don't know. It's not always just a straight up brawl. So you can have like different skill levels. Currently, the story we have is that it's a VTuber fighting tournament that they're fighting to gain viewers. And then there could be unique events to win sponsorships. That the sponsorships would be like unlocking points or in-shop or in-game currency or something. I don't know. And then like we could add a little cool like lore to it, where like at the end the character sort of does something with their winnings, or like there's a little blurb about it. And now we're currently looking. This is what we've been spending our time on. Is we want to create an anime style based on the VTuber. I mean, stylized is the key, and then we want to do a cell shaded renderer, which actually Unity already has a built-in one. Here, I could show it. This is Unity's built-in cell shaded renderer. Since they added Unity Chan recently, they've been kind of leaning into the anime stuff. So they made it quite accessible that this is just built in now. Where before you had to basically download it and it would be an extra tool you could get. So you can automatically make them look like... It's kind of showing it in here, like you can change the amount of anime that is basically shown, which is really cool. So yeah. And then we were looking at in-game assets. So we were trying to get like images from other games to give us inspiration for when we start creating the art. Examples we had were Code Vein, Fire Emblem, Genshin Impact, for like just in-game character models, where they're this very simple, stylized character that Hades as for the in-game art for like UI. Is Hades technically third person, or I bet you it's actually 3D. It seems like it's probably 3D. I wonder how they made it. Hold on, let me look this up. Is Hades a 3D or 2D game? No, apparently it's full 2D, according to Supergiant. It's not a 3D game. Yeah, apparently. We got the tweet, we got the logs right here. See? Hades is a 2D game designed for 16:9 aspect ratio. which is pretty impressive. Well, I guess it's just a lot of work, a lot of artwork, which is pretty impressive. Yeah, what does the UI look like? Hades UI. It's pretty simple. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not really what we're aiming for. It's more simplistic and let me pull it up. See, it's more simplistic than what we're probably aiming for. I kind of want to go for that stylized look, sort of like how these are. That's why we pulled these up. I was thinking more of like a graffiti style was what I was aiming for. So I was trying to find graffiti like UI art. Let's see. If anyone has any other suggestions for graffiti style games, then let me know. Graffiti game UI. What about Guilty Gear? Oh, that one's pretty good. Let's check it out. That one, I mean, this would be a good one to use for examples for like the assets. But it's kind of more... Oh, what's this one? This one's pretty good. Oh, this is actually a modified UI, so it's not even Guilty Gear UI. That's a pretty cool UI, though. That one's kind of more of a simplistic one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this one and I'm gonna make this a example because I really like the UI. It's more of the in between where it's kind of more simplistic, but it has that, you know, the rough art out aspect. Let's see. Guilty modified. There we go. It's perfect size too. Actually, no. We gotta make these smaller. So I wonder, is there a cool looking character select screen we could base off the character select stuff on? I mean, straight up, Smash Bros is a pretty good example where it's just kind of, they actually have a pretty good extensive character select screen. Soul Calibur. Let's see what Soul Calibur does. The issue that I'm thinking is if we want to make it extensive, it depends on how many characters we have. I mean, we'll probably limit it at some point and then like eventually slowly add more. Sort of how Smash Bros does it, where they had it initially, whereas like, well, Smash Bros thing was kind of like when you unlock the characters, it would add a new one, so it's dynamic, right? So I think that's a really good idea, is to make it dynamic so that we can kind of slot in a new thing and call it quits. Yeah, so we can Mortal Kombat. Here, let me check out Soul Calibur character selects. Screen. Soul Calibur 6. I remember Soul Calibur 5's character select screen. This is Soul Calibur 6's. This is Soul Calibur 2, old school. This isn't that bad. It seems like it'd be pretty easy to continuously expand like this. Did we notice that the art's different here? Has anyone noticed that? This is like an in-character, and this is like the actual character art. Like the in-game model, this is just like character art. Strange. Okay, I'm not too big on the Soul Calibur 6 one. Let's see. Mortal Kombat character select screen. I think 2 did better. Yeah, I think 2 was pretty solid. It was, I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, I could always just make a simple one, but I think... I don't know if I should really be, like, I don't know, using... Wait. It's not bad. I was just trying to think of, like... Because if we're going for, like, this more graffiti style, we can apply the character select... The same character select screen. But, like, I'm not sure if we need, like... that reference, because it was pretty simple. It wasn't anything unique, I guess. What is happening? Excuse me, search engine, can you look up the character, please? Yeah, I can pull in that Soul Calibur 6 one. I actually like Soul Calibur 6 select screen better than 2, just because it's more advanced. Or, like, more modern. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's a YouTube video. I don't want to watch a YouTube video. Okay, we'll try this. Okay, we'll do one for character select UI. Character select UI. This is going to be more of combat UI. But we can set the layouts like this. I think this will be fine. Oh my gosh. It's another WebMP or WebP. I swear WebPs are everywhere. Oh my gosh. I just want a PNG or a JPEG, please. What is this? Why is this thing so long? This has been the bane of my existence tonight, is finding a picture that I can drag in here, apparently. Any other fighting games that have good select screens? I know Smash Bros, as I said, has a good one. But I don't know if I need to copy any. I think I should just go like a grid, so I don't know if I really need to find one. Because if I just do a grid and have them dynamically come in based on who you have unlocked, then I think that'll be fantastic. There we go. finally got it. So this is Soul Calibur 6. Perfect. Next we'll have something. I don't know what next. Any other ideas? Is Tekken's good? I don't even know what Tekken's looks like. I mean, Brawlhalla's is pretty simple, which is just, it's just like a grid. Tekken's is just a grid, okay? I mean, a stylized grid could be pretty simple. I kind of like this better because it's like, oh yeah, the style, the UI styles around every character. It's not just a grid. I mean, we could always go for a very simplistic UI, but I think if we're gonna go for it, we might as well go for it. Get the community involved, get more artists involved. You know? I feel like that's definitely the way to go. Let's see. What else we got? We got Soul Calibur, we got Mortal Kombat. What is Kombat? Is it 11? Character selects. Screen. Okay, I mean, this one's kind of better. I mean, it's kind of simplistic, but you know, there is a little bit more to it. So it's not bad. It's kind of like this, where it's like simplistic in like a fancy way of implementing the UI. So I think that one's not bad. Not gonna do anything with it, but what's another game? What? Oh, what does Multiverses look like? Okay, it's super simple. It's just the grid at the bottom. Apparently, this person's confused why LeBron James is in the roster. So I don't know what's happening in that thumbnail, but this is definitely something. Okay, I don't know what other. I guess we'll just get Smash Bros. Smash Bros. Character select screen. What are some cool? See, Smash Bros. Is super simple, but like I think the simplicity of it makes it solid. It's like simplistic in its own style, which is what I'm looking for. Super Smash Bros. Drag, drop. There we go. Perfect. I guess we can continue on. I think that's good enough for art for now. We can go on to... I mean, we could think about the music and whatnot, but I don't know. There's a lot of different musics that would fit. So it's not like we need fantasy music. Maybe more anime inspired music would be what we're looking for. Sound. And we can do effects. The music would be based, or sorry, the sounds would be based on applying some sort of, what would it be? Some sort of anime feel to it. Very cartoony. The anime sound effects and music. I don't know how much more we really need to go into that part, because that's kind of like a later thing where you add on to the music to make it like complete the game. So you don't really need to work on that now. Next, I guess we can go into the gameplay, how the actual game will run. So this would include all like the ideas we've been kind of putting together. So potentially there will be a base roster that players will have access to. VTubers can be added and acquired further into the game, either as DLC or in-game shops maybe, or just have to unlock them in events. I'm not necessarily saying that any of these are better ways to do something. I think in-game shops are kind of like the way to go, as long as you're not exploiting and doing a pay-to-win. I mean, a lot of the games, they can just be, you release them as free, and the way they get money is by paying for skins. That's how League of Legends, that's how League of Legends, what was some other games that do that? I wouldn't really want to make it a gacha game like Genshin Impact, because if each character has their own specific moveset, then I don't think that would really be fair. That's sort of like a pay-to-win. I don't really like pay-to-wins. I guess Black Desert Online has sort of a mixed combo where you can pay for stuff, but there's definitely a lot of cosmetics that you could get. One thing is the cosmetics can be obtained through sponsorship tournaments or in-game shop. So, as I said, the sponsorship tournaments would be like in-game events. They'd be like events in game that a player can interact with and get special skins. And maybe, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff you can do. I know one of the suggestions we were like, oh yeah, you have all these VTubers, like you have all your VTubers in like the game, but like you have different versions of their characters as like cosmetics. I don't know, maybe someone has like 2 versions of the VTuber, so like one of them is their main one, but then you have to unlock their alternate outfit or other outfits somehow. There's always a lot of options with that. So this is more, let's see, characters. And this would be more mechanics. We were saying, since this is maybe the idea, this is like a VTuber like fighting tournament, and they're all trying to gain viewers. We can have some mechanics in there where There could be flashier moves that don't do as much damage or are riskier to do. And then your character would acquire viewers. And then your like alt bar would fill up based on how many viewers you have. So you'd basically slowly acquire viewers throughout playing. And then when you have enough, you can use a finisher move. Just sort of how like, I don't know, chargeable ultimates work, or I don't know, a lot of fighting games have like, if you do combos, you charge your ult meter. But I guess that would be more of like, I guess it would be more of aesthetically it's the same as just building an ult meter, but it's how you do it and the how it's actually implemented or shown. Because this could have like it could use like the viewer eyeball icon to display amount, you know, which would be a nice little touch, I think. What other mechanics could we have? Any ideas for mechanics? Because, I mean, this is just a base fighting game. Maybe any game mode types that would be interesting for a fighting game. Let's see. Game types. We have our basic free for all. What would be a good like fighting game type that might be in this? Because there's plenty of ones that like, is it? I guess this is more like stock. Stock is the basic one. There was also, trying to think. I'm not sure. Maybe like dodgeball or something, where you have to like kick the ball. Or is that? I'm not sure. If we think of more, we'll get it. I might throw this in the Discord, and you guys can add stuff if you want to. I have like a comment or suggestion. Kickball? Yeah, for like a game idea, you could be like, I'm trying to think, because there's that one baseball game that like you don't want to be hit by the ball or whatever. Sort of like dodgeball, I guess. What's that baseball game where you don't want to be hit? Ball. Video game. Yeah, I don't think I'll find it. Oh, it's Lethal League. I actually did find it. Lethal League. It's this game where you like have to keep hitting it, you know? I mean, that'll be a fun game to play, like an added thing using the VTubers. But this is the entire game itself, so I don't know if it would be this advanced. Like, you don't want to keep throwing different games in the same game. But something, maybe something to this dive kick. No, I have not seen dive kick. Lethal League style. Dodgeball. And hi Needy, welcome back. Are you feeling better? What is dive kick? Oh yeah, I think I've seen this. That's great. That's great to hear. Yeah, I think dive kick was similar. That's good to hear. I assume so because I saw your selfie in the Discord. Yeah, I'm not sure if that would be a fun dive kick. I don't know if that would really fit. There's also like that, I don't know, that tag sort of game where like the last person who gets hit with the marker is kind of like the one who dies. That's great. Yeah. Yeah, my friend bailed on me, so I had to come up with a different game plan for stream tonight. So this is what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm not blaming him. He's apparently going to Awake, so can't really blame him for that. We were just gonna play some Satisfactory. We started that a couple weeks ago, so we're just gonna play some games. But this is sort of something I've been wanting to do, so I was like, let's try just chatting and then jump into a design document thing. So it works out. Let's see, what other... So each character will have their own unique ability set. Collabs decided with said VTuber. Can I? And then they can also have unique taunts. So like, okay, cool. Mechanics would be just basic. Maybe. Listen, I'm all open for having VTubers as fighters. I just gotta be a little selective. But probably. I'm gonna go with probably for you, Needy. I need a couple basic starting ones, so. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Yeah, you're not a VTuber. You have a weapon? What's your weapon? You can have magic. Well, I guess start thinking of your skill set then. Here, I'll make this simple. Skill set. We'll make a little template what we need each VTuber to have. VTuber template. So for the template, oh, I guess we're in ads, but for the template, I'll just slowly do this. We'll have abilities. We have taunts. What else do we have? Possible outfits. We'll have victory. Or sorry, poses. What else we need? I think that's good for now, and then we can sort of figure it out. So abilities would be we need a basic attack, a side attack, which means you're moving, standing still, side basic attack. I guess we could call it light attack. I think that's light and heavy. Oops. Light, side, light. Down, light, attack. I guess we need all these first, so light slash heavy. With sickle. Nice. Up, light, attack. Aerial, light, attack. Aerial, side, light, attack. Aerial, down, light, attack. Aerial, up, light, attack. So it seems like we need these, but heavy. So there's a whole list of attacks that you got to think of. I mean, a lot of this could be like, oh yeah, my light attack is I just swing my sickle. You know, kind of simple. Or, you know, just basically light. You could maybe be like, oh yeah, it's my light attack's using my sickle, my heavy attack's using magic. So then you got to think of, oh yeah, what would be my basic magic? Blah blah blah. So heavy, and then we have a block, and then we have an ultimate. And I think those are all the abilities we need. Trying to think. Any other directions we need? That would be 16, 18 moves altogether. So it's a lot of moves. So, I mean, the idea is to think about this using a controller would be the optimal thing. So, we would have 4 taunts, basically. Up taunt, down taunt, side, or left taunt, right taunt. This is really just 4 taunts. We could use taunt 1, taunt 2, taunt 3, taunt 4. Possible outfits. I mean, that's kind of ideas for potential future outfits. That's kind of just up to you. And then poses is more of one of these. And then lore would be character description / lore, in-game quotes, which might be more in community jokes or something. Nice. And then poses would be, yeah, if you want to fill these ones out, I should make like a Google Doc of these, like a Google form thing. Is it Google form? Google form. Can I make, how easy would that be to Google form? I'll have to figure out a way to make a Google form for it. I might make it later and throw it out there. And poses, we'd have a victory pose, defeat pose, selected pose, maybe. Stunned would be a good one. Oh, knocked down. I mean, these can just be like worked while we're doing the animations, so it's not really like general ideas. Maybe reference images. I mean, reference images would be great for anything. Yeah, I think that's pretty good for our VTuber Fighter template. So I might make something tomorrow or something, like a form, so that people can fill this out if they're interested. Right. Mechanics. So we definitely want to have some items. These might be character / community inside jokes or anime references. Anime, I guess, / VTuber references. And these could potentially be not even characters in-game, but more references for other communities. Other communities. So we can include even more people, if possible, without doing full-on characters. Because as I said, I gotta be sort of selective with the characters. Because it's not gonna be all that easy to get a character in. I mean, I'm still have to pay for the art and the models to get them built out. What other mechanics do we have? I mean, this might be just a base. Health is more percentage, where percentage makes you, what's it called? Recoil? Is it recoil the right word? I don't think so. Go further with hits. Yeah, I guess knockback with go further on knockbacks. And then some moves that we want is gonna be, we want a shield / dash, a dodge mechanic. To block or dodge abilities. Iframes on character animations. I think this is a very important one, especially in fighting games, because that makes the skill of different characters different, you know? If you have iframes, you kind of can use abilities to buffer that. Iframes are invincibility frames for other people who don't know what that term means. Invincibility frames. So these aren't armor frames the same as iframes, or are they just where moves go through? Isn't that the same with iframes? Or are they basically different versions of iframes? Oh, you still take damage. You just don't get knocked back? I see. Armor frames. Is that a common term? Would I know if I look it up? Fighting game. I'm not sure that's what it's called. Ganon. The Warlock Punch. Oh, I mean, he still goes through the animations, what you're saying. He just can take damage while doing it. Is that what you're saying? Got it. Or armor frames. I'm just gonna call it armor frames because that seems like a good one. Character. Yeah, I guess it's more of uninterruptible moves. Or uninterruptible. I think that's more of a common moves. That's definitely more common way to say it. These are, I guess these are all just kind of. I'll name this what extra abilities. There's shield dodge, iframes. There's also gonna be a dash. This might be the same as dodge. Move through characters / dodge attacks. And then we'd have a finishing move. Ultimate ability that will most likely KO or deal a bunch of damage if connected. So items, we don't want them to be like, I don't know, the idea behind items would be that they're more fun, but not game changing. I mean, the goal of them is either prevent OP items or allow them to be toggled off. Shown on UI under character. Profile pic. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Any other mechanics that you guys might want to add? That would be cool. Maybe just to throw out. I'm thinking maybe any unique abilities we want to try to find a VTuber for, or spin move. What does that mean? Show me your moves. I guess like many of the abilities will kind of be based off of the inspiration of the VTuber. Just add a spin move. That's fair, you know. I think we'll leave those specifically to with the VTubers as we kind of work through them. Oh, thank you for the head pat. Sorry, I was just enjoying the head pat. Gotta lean into it. So I think we went down to our target market is more the other VTubers / streamers. Is there anyone else that might fit this? I mean, fighting game, probably Smash Bros. Game enthusiasts. I know this is a fighting game, but it's kind of more towards what we're aiming for. I guess I'll throw some final notes as I want this game to be community involved in as many aspects as I can. I want to spend time making the gameplay feel smooth and play fun. Have a fun experience playing it. Okay, so schedule, we'll just do a brief thing. Loose. The schedule of development will be loosely based on community and streams. I want to try to have the main work of the core game done on stream. So this is kind of loose. So I have no time frame for this right now because this is my second game. It's definitely not my first game I'm trying to finish. Because obviously that Masters project's my first game. So I need to get that one done before I dive full head into this game. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty much, I would say, what our game design document is. We can go through it again if everyone's interested. If you guys see something that you want to change or update, just let me know. So the core concepts, it's just a fighting game with VTubers. That's a very core concept. I want this game to be a collaborative effort with the community as a whole. For VTubers, I want to collaborate with more VTubers in the community to create a fighting character with a unique moveset. All the ideas will be worked alongside the VTuber so that they have at least most say in what's going on. Maybe not all the say, but most say. It is their character after all. I mainly would want to just give them advice and suggestions and not really force them into anything. But we do want to make sure that all characters are pretty balanced. So, as I said, we might buff them or nerf them based on what their abilities are. I want to involve the community, depending on who it is or if they allow it. I will be, going for commissions and paying money, depending on what part of it is happening / who I commission. The main thing is polls and Discord. Obviously, that's free. I'm not going to pay anyone for polls. And taking suggestions and input from chat. I'm not paying chat, so sorry, guys. But for commissioning assets and involving other developers, if that ever comes to fruition, I know I need assets done, so I will be trying to commission. But if there's anyone that wants to make art for the game without commissions, that's fine. I'm gonna push for commissioning them. But as I said, I wholeheartedly support the artists, so I'd rather pay them than not. The game's inspired by Smash Bros, Multiverse, and Brawlhalla. It is a party game, so these are like the best ones that kind of fit in that mold. The focal points of this game are, first, I want to make solid, fluid movements. I don't want it to feel clunky or slow. I want it to, I don't know, just feel good when you're playing the game. I want to add an extensive roster, which mainly means that at the beginning, I'll create a set amount of people on the roster. But when I'm developing the roster, I want to be able to dynamically add more characters as we go. And then I want to add different game types and settings so that, it is a party game. It is aimed for, streamers and collabs and having fun at a party, blah, blah, blah. So I want to make it slightly customizable, especially what you want to do. I mean, this might not come out when the game first comes out, but I definitely want to make it a priority. Maybe releasing more game types and whatnot as we go. The story we have so far is that it's a VTuber fighting tournament. The goal of the VTubers they're trying to gain more viewers through the fights. There could be unique events, which the tournaments are sponsored by various different things. Which can be, these could be the things that, these are the events that might release new skins, or they can fight through it. Hopefully if they win, they'll get the skin, sort of thing. The art design, it's going to be basically an anime style, because we are doing VTubers. That just only makes sense. Stylized is the key. And then we're going to be using that Unity Toon Shader to make it more stylized. Maybe more cartoonish, if that is what we're aiming for. We'll kind of work with it as we get there. Some game asset inspirations are Code Vein, Fire Emblem, and Genshin Impacts. For the UI, we have Persona 5, Persona 4 Arena. I really like Persona 4 Arena, and this Guilty Gear modified one that I found was also really cool. We have some character select screens. We have Soul Calibur 6 or Super Smash Bros. For inspiration. Sounds, we want something that adds that anime feel to it, being cartoony effects or sound effects from anime. And then also, I mean, there's plenty of ways to do anime style music. Characters, there will be a base roster that the player will have access to. These are all just ideas, so these are obviously not final. VTubers can be added and acquired further into the game, either as DLC in game shops or have unlocked them in events. Or they could just be added. I don't know. As I said, depends on what we go with the model. Cosmetics can be tamed through sponsorship tournaments or in-game shops. Yeah. I think that's pretty straightforward. Each character will have their own unique ability set decided with the said VTuber, and they'll all have their own unique taunts. And then I created a VTuber fighting template. which I will make into a Google Doc or something, or sorry, a Google form or some sort of form so that we can get people to put their stuff in. Mechanics are, we want items in there. It's going to be based around community jokes or anime jokes. We want them to be fun, not game changing, and we want them to prevent them from OP, or if they are OP, then to be able to toggle off. Health is more percentage based, where percentages makes you go further on knockbacks. This will obviously be visible how damaged you are in the UI. The flashier combo / taunts you do, the more viewers you'll have in a fight, which is sort of how you'll... We had some ideas, which is it'll give you some sort of small buff, a camera focuses on you, or it's how you build up to perform your finisher move. We have abilities. We have the basic shield to block, dash / dodge to go through / dodge attacks, iframes or interruptible moves on character animations, and finishing moves, which will be a KO or just deal a lot of damage to a character if it hits. Currently we have stock, tag, and Lethal League dodgeball style for game ideas. I'm hoping to get a lot more, but that might just come up as we go. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we have for this VTuber fighting document. So look forward to me starting on that soon. TM, I don't know how soon I'll start on that. But yeah, I guess we'll just jump to just chatting. I think we're done with that section. Oh no, I'm down here. Let me move myself. Awesome. Well, that's great. I wasn't actually expecting to get that done tonight. I was really expecting only to play video games, but it's all good. Yeah. So how's everyone doing? Anything interesting happening? I've had this this goose at work that's been annoying. For the past couple weeks, it's been slowly getting closer and closer, and I thought I was gonna fight it, but it finally moved to the other side of the parking lot, so I don't have to fight a goose. That doesn't really sound like a fun day, to be honest, fighting a goose. Yeah. Yeah, so let's see what do we have coming up? I think this weekend, tomorrow I'm doing a stream with Katsuma. We're gonna be playing Dead by Daylight. And then Saturday I'm gonna be playing with Izumi. We're gonna play some Aragami 2, which should be a fun time. I'm really excited for that game. Besides that, I don't really have any plans for next week. I know I'll probably be doing Monday, Thursday again. I think I have another thing scheduled for Thursday. Let's see, let me check my calendar. Yeah, I'll be doing Overcooked 2 with Zay. So look forward to that. I think that's my last scheduled collab this month. I had a lot of scheduled this week, so I think it's kind of nice just to chillax for a second before jumping into more. I'm really excited for Diablo 4 coming out on my birthday, being June 2nd. Well, it comes out on the 6th, but I'm gonna be playing it basically all day on the 2nd. I'm currently looking for potentially some people to play with during that day. I'll have to ask around. Maybe I'll play some other games. It is my birthday, so we'll have to find who's available for that day. I was planning on making it just an all-day event. Probably make my longest stream yet. Let's see. What other things are out there? I know I could go like all day if you get me talking on game development stuff, but I'm not sure I want to keep talking about game development stuff with everyone. If anyone has any questions, I mean, we got the doc. You want to see it? I can pull it back up. I can show you what we have so far. Sorry, gotta jump back, move me in the corner. Bam! Look at that. We have the infinite thing. 1 second, I have to find my document. I don't know where I threw it. I might have closed it. I did, in fact, close it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So the art we found was this Guilty Gear 1 and Persona 4 Arena for the UI. We sort of selected some UIs, which is just Soul Calibur 6. Super Smash Bros. We're basically saying the music and the sound effects would be anime-y, obviously, because this is all about VTubers. So we sort of went into this, that this is the base roster, then VTubers can acquire, I don't know. As I said, this is kind of like up to debate about what's happening at the time. They can be added or acquired further by playing the game or through DLC or some sort of shop or just through events. Yeah, they're mainly Smash based. I really like that system, but we might find that we want to do some unique stuff. But for just the base stuff, this is just basically a unique layout, which is basically all the directions, and then if you're in the air or not. So this is basically my VTuber fighting template, which I'm planning on making maybe a Google form eventually, and then throwing this out there and seeing who's interested at this moment. And then you have 4 taunts, and then you have your different poses, which would be victory, defeat, selected, if they're stunned or knocked down. Outfit ideas, and then lore/in-game quotes. The mechanics that were just general is items. We want them fun, but not game-changing. And we either just want to completely prevent OP items or just be able to toggle them off. And the items will be based off of character/community inside jokes. It could also include outside communities, so that will include more communities into it. As long as the, I don't know, item makes sense. Or they'll just be generic VTuber references. Health is percentage, so this is like the knockback stuff that most party games have. And then this is the flash, the viewer thing we talked about earlier. And then these are basically the generic other quote abilities, which you'll have a dash/shield. You have iframes or uninterruptible, like most fighting games have. And then you'll have a finishing move, which is built up from viewers. I guess I already have it open somewhere. Where do I have it open? Oh. Yeah, so these are the different game ideas we currently have, which is just basic stock. We have tag, where like there's a timer, and then like the last person hit with it would get blown up, eliminated. And then there's the dodgeball, which is based off of the idea from Lethal League. We obviously don't want this to be as advanced, but maybe something like that, where there's a ball that jumps around, and if you hit it, it'll keep going. So yeah, that's our VTuber fighting game that we have so far. So yeah, I'll get started on that. I don't know, sometime soon, trademarked. VTuber fighting game isn't my top priority. My top priority would be my strategy game for my masters. So it's sometime soon. I kind of want to grow my community a little bit more. Yeah, no, definitely. I think I want to try to grow my community over the next, I don't know, 6 months to a year, and then at that point, then I'd probably start making more progress. I should be done with my masters in a year, so that's kind of my goal. Is after I finish my masters, then I'll potentially start on this project full time. But yeah, there's a lot more stuff to do for my masters. But yeah, so I mean, we got the main stuff that I had quickly planned since my friend wasn't available. We got that all done. Besides that, yeah, I'm just rip friend. He's not dead. He just didn't come here. Next Thursday, I'm not doing it with him either. I'm doing a stream with Zaylicious. We're playing some Overcooked 2. Tomorrow, I'm going to be playing some Dead by Daylight with Katsuma. Katsuma-kun, I believe is her full Twitter handle. And then Saturday, I'm playing some Aragami 2 with Izumi. Izumi Catfox. So yeah, that's my next week or so. I think Monday I'll probably be doing some more game development. So you guys watch me struggle doing more map stuff. I think I'm close to not doing as many complex calculations and doing more fun, adding new tile sets so that like it could be more auto generated. I'm close to that. I'll probably be working on a little bit off stream this weekend, because as much as I love to stream really hardcore complex stuff, I feel like it would be maybe a lot more interesting to not see all that stuff. So yeah, I'm probably gonna jump. I'm probably gonna call quits here today. I'm gonna go see if size still up. Oh, I gotta stream. I got an ad. No. Let's see. Oh, looks like she's just chatting. I don't know where she's at. So how is your day going? Anyone have anything interesting happening? As I mentioned, like there's this goose that's been bothering me at work. It's been getting slowly closer and closer to my nice car. I thought I had to fight it, but it finally today went to the other side of the parking lot. Had a mannequin challenge thing at school. What does that mean? With them died? Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Okay, I got it. I think I can put it together. That sucks. I guess you didn't save him. Rip. I just was in business meetings all day. Well, not business meetings, but meetings. Yeah, as I said, like I was about ready to fight that goose. Oh, okay. Yeah, the goose would probably win. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't want it near my car. I don't want to scratch my car. It just kept getting closer and closer. Okay, well, I'm probably gonna jump or pass it over to Kai. So we'll do a quick raid over there. I hope you guys had a great stream. I mean, it was pretty fun for me. I'll probably do some more. I'll probably plan out some more stuff for a just chatting. Yeah, that's pretty much what I am. I'm just chill. That's my whole vibe, I think. Well, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Good luck at school. Thanks for stopping by.